As we already know, the transfer portal is heating up, and we're seeing players get in that bad boy at a maximum clip right now. But you know what? When I saw this young man here this past spring at the SWAC Championship, I said he has that it factor. Even though he didn't have a real big game, I just looked at this young man and said, you know what? He's going to do some things that's going to be phenomenal. It's just the little things about him that made me just sit there and wonder, let's see what he can really do. But now watching him this season, it lets me know that this young man really got in his bag to show us all what he's more than capable of doing, in which, you know what? It comes a time you got to make a move. And you know what? This young man did do some damage this season that shocked a lot of people out there. Y'all know who this young man is, don't you? Y'all know who he is? Well, let's get into it. It's your favorite coach back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share these videos. Also, follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. And don't forget, tap in a friend or two. Tell them to come on in. It's number positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. So right now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and jump right on in this thing because I know y'all like, Coach, who the heck are you talking about? Yeah, the transfer portal has been busted right about now, but who are you talking about? Well, let me give you a quick rundown on this young man. This young man hails from Belle Glades, Florida, where, you know, most of the young men down there, they got their speed that kills. Not to mention, he went to Glades Central High School, where he was a two-sport athlete. This young man ran track as well as played football. In the events that he competed in track, he competed in the 4x100, the 4x400, 4x400, as well as the triple jump. Now, this young man also competed in 7-on-7. It kind of makes me wonder now where he really, you know, started honing in on his skills as far as with getting elusive out there on the field so that the quarterback can find him when he's in need to, you know, make a throw to a receiver for him to catch it and make a play. Well, guess what? Y'all already know. If you don't know who I'm talking about by now, it's none other than Odieu Hilaire, part of the Alabama A&M Bulldogs receiving corps. That's correct, guys. He was part of that 2021 SWAC and Celebration Bowl champions. And he's looking to take his talents to a bigger stage. While at Alabama A&M, let's break down a few things what this young man was able to accomplish for himself out. This young man did whatever it took for him to get out there on the field. Returning kicks, returning punts. You know, he did what a lot of incoming freshmen would do, which was find any way they can to get on the field. And this young man, he found ways to not only find a way to get on the field, but as time progressed, he found a way for the Bulldogs. He also caught 14 passes for 214 yards. Now, even though there wasn't a 2020 season because, you know, the pandemic hit, they did play this past spring. Now, again, this young man, he caught 17 passes for 233 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, everyone know after you win a championship, you know the bullseye's on your back, right? And you know what? Mr. Hilaire said, I got to really dig in my bag, get myself ready so that we can come back and really do some great things this season. And guess what? That's exactly what he did. He came into this season. He made it a point that this fall, he was going to show us all exactly what he was capable of doing. And that's what he did. He came back locked and loaded saying, you know what, working on my craft and I'm getting things together so that when I get out there on the field, I'm a lot more elusive than I was before. My cuts, my breaks, everything is going to be on point in which my quarterback will be able to get me the ball. This young man during the season, he had 2 games in which he had over 160 yards in receptions. Think about it. This young man, like I said, his stats for 2021, the fall season that is, he had 71 receptions for 918 yards with 9 touchdowns. Now, look at his growth from his freshman year until now. I mean, this young man, he went into the lab. He got to his bag. He worked on his craft. He did the things that was necessary for him to do in order for him to be as productive as he was this fall season. Not to mention when you got a core of receivers that can really get out there and get after it just like himself, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to make sure you work on your craft to get out there and compete. And that's exactly what he did. Being an elite athlete requires one to take time to work on their craft over and over, even when you don't want to work on your craft. And I'm sure Mr. Hilaire was running them routes in his sleep as much as he was working on his craft during the off season after the spring season. Now, it's come that time where we already know, hey, it's time for him to move on to the bigger stage. There's going to be many out there that's questioning, man, why now? Why not now? I mean, you got to understand, we all know this young man is going to be head and shoulders above a lot of the athletes out there because of his work ethic. Not to mention him being around the other outlaw receivers that was on his team, and not to mention having the coaching staff along with his head coach, his old head coach, Coach Maynard, who pushed them young men to compete all the time. As I stated before in previous videos, I've watched how Coach Maynard and the coaching staff is always making those young men get out there and compete against each other. And that's the beauty of it, because no one is looking to let the other one outdo them. It's always, hey, I can show you can do it better than, I can show you that I'm capable of doing it better than you. And that's what it's all about. You want to compete, but they competed as brothers, in which they were able to get out there and do something phenomenal. So I'm going to tell you this right now. And like I said, with the competitive spirit that Mr. Hilaire has, and he shows on the field, I already know this young man's going to do some damage at the next level. So I'm going to say salute to Odieu Hilaire right now for chasing his dreams. Like I said, the one thing I'll say to you is this: never stop doing that. Never stop chasing your dreams, and never allow the sport to become not fun for you anymore. Continue to keep having fun, continue to keep chasing your dreams, and keep getting out there doing some great things out there on the field. Because you know what? You haven't hit that highest plateau yet, because I know it's there for you. 161 in one game, 162 in another game. So you're just getting started. Just get out there and keep having fun and doing the things that you love to do. Odieul Hilaire, I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and know you will succeed at whatever it is you put your mind to do, and wherever you land once you get through this process. Congratulations to you again. And until next time, remember, be the one and lead.